Hey everybody, this is Alex Mathers reporting to you after quite a long stint away from the video camera. I've been doing a few short podcasts and sort of settling back into London life. I'm going to attempt to get back into the flow of things, walking about a car park here in Colliers Wood in London. So today's topic of conversation is going to be the difference between tasks that are urgent and tasks and things we include in our lives that are actually important. So by important I mean things that are relevant for the long run and things that will have a benefit on us well into the future, rather than the things that seem urgent in the moment, which will have little impact in the long run. And we can often make the mistake, as I can be prone to do, of confusing or not tending to the important stuff because they don't feel important enough, because you don't really see the impact that those things can make in the long run, whether it be things like meditation or, see if I can slow down a bit here and stop moving the camera about, meditation or planning the day even. So sitting down and really giving a good go at planning the day ahead, so that you know exactly what to do at what times, in what capacity. And there are people shouting over there, bit of a fight ensuing. It's nice, soothing. And it's very easy to see things that show up in your to-do list, and maybe you get a call from someone asking you to do something, and we people please and we try to make everyone happy around us at the expense of our own important, life-giving, long-term, intelligent tasks. So one of the examples that I thought was really good, that I just mentioned, was the sitting down for longer at the beginning of every day, so that you've got an idea of exactly how the day breaks down. This is a mistake I used to make so often in the past, was rushing into the day and responding to the day as things came up, and doing things based on emotion rather than actually having a schedule and seeing what times things started and what times things ended and what kinds of time blocks I would associate and give to certain types of tasks. That was really big for me, is just spending more time on planning. And it could be 20-30 minutes, even more than that. Maybe you want to spend a whole hour planning out the day ahead and being pursued. Planning out the day ahead so that when every task comes up, you know exactly what to do, when to do it, and you'll find that the day goes a lot more efficiently. That for me is an important task because it has such a positive long-term effect, rather than floating through the day and having the day kind of dictate what happens. And in many cases that will of course lead to wasted time, procrastination, not knowing what to do, confusion and everything else. So I just wanted to make that distinction between important tasks and urgent tasks. A lot of the time, urgent things come up, or things that seem urgent that you feel you have to kind of get done and knock off. And those things will often happen at the expense of important tasks that don't seem as urgent but are actually much more fulfilling, much more important moving ahead. I'm kind of in the wrong spot here because I'm dodging cars left, right and centre, slightly thrown off here, and I hope you aren't, but I guess it kind of dictates, as is so often the case when I do these videos, there's always an analogy at play, and I'm trying to figure out how that would work, and I can't figure it out. Important versus urgent. Right now, all these cars coming towards me creates a sense of urgency. There we go. So when I'm walking through a car park and I'm having to dodge these cars, obviously my urgency alarm is being triggered and I'm having to move in a different direction. I'm reactive to my surroundings. Whereas if I had a plan in place and I had a track, a route that I would follow through the day, i.e. I would plan out the day, and I didn't even come to this car park at all, and I went to a place that was more quiet and less distracting, I would have a much better result through that. In the same way that we can design our own lives and we can design our own days by just paying attention to those important tasks, that planning, for example, the thing that doesn't feel so important because we lower ourselves on the hierarchy of things that we think are important, and we put other people in front of us, and we put other tasks that we feel we need to do but are actually not going to have much of an impact in the long run. So running along to deliver the letter that your friend asked you as a favor to deliver might feel good in the moment because you're knocking something off your list and you're helping a friend, but it's actually taking away from time you could be spending writing that book or planning your day and making sacred time for your activities and all the other good things that are important for you in the long run. So urgency versus important. What are you doing that feels urgent, that is actually not really having much of an impact in your life, that you could cut out and be strict about saying no to? And what important things are you denying as you take on these urgent tasks and you react to life? What are you doing that is not creative? How could you be more creative by paying attention to these important tasks? And what are those important tasks? Some examples are spending time in the morning writing. So maybe you want to spend an hour just cranking out some words. Maybe that contributes to several articles every month or a book at the end of the year. Maybe it's dedicated cardio time in the morning so that your whole body is singing with aliveness through the day because you've made some effort into doing some deep exercise in the morning when you otherwise might have just had a croissant and a cup of coffee and rushed to work. So exercise in this case is the important task. What else? Planning the day. So rather than spending a couple of minutes planning the day, really go deep every single morning and dedicate 30 minutes to 45 minutes in just dedicated planning so that you have every single 15 minutes accounted for through the day, and you have something that looks akin to a timetable, a school timetable or even a military timetable, where you know exactly what's coming, why you're doing it, how it aligns with your goals and your purpose, and you really take planning seriously. Other important tasks, send them over in the comment section below. You can write them to me, give me some ideas, share it with the other guys listening or watching this, and let me know what your important tasks are and what kinds of important tasks you're going to start bringing back into your life that you might have been neglecting. Hope that helped, guys. Think about the important tasks. Don't get too carried away with the urgent tasks. Life is short and we want to make sure that we're cramming life with all the juicy stuff that actually has positive, really rich, enlivening benefits on us and those around us ultimately. So, food for thought. This is Alex signing out from a car park in south west London. Until the next episode, peace and over and out.